I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? We got some green, a little bit, just enough to spike your interest. I don't know if it's really going to continue along this way. Looks like we've been in a little bit of a consolidation period, especially with the top 15 cryptocurrencies. Which way are we going to break out, right? That's the question. It kind of has been the question that we keep continuously looking at. So far, the trend has been to the downside, but can we continue to break down any further? We got some articles pointing to us going down to $1,200. We got some articles saying that the bottom is in and that we're beginning a period of accumulation for a couple months before we start seeing some swing upwards. So what could that mean for the price? What would we be looking at if we were seeing something like that? Some sideways action, kind of like we're looking at now. But the bottom could fall out at any minute, and I have absolutely no clue what the price of Bitcoin is actually going to do. But you know who might? We got Samantha over there in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
You got any idea what the price of Bitcoin is going to do today, Samantha?
No.
I think we're up almost 2% this morning.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
We're on the other side of 3.6. It's nice to see that at least.
I don't know. It's going to stay the same people.
It's going to, you know what? I kind of got that same exact feeling. It does feel like we're starting to move into a period of accumulation, or at least I guess I just really got my fingers crossed for this one because this has fallen in where what I was thinking. I mean, if we've been listening to what I've been saying for the last like 90 days, I had been saying this ETF stuff. We all started getting the inkling that this wasn't going to go through. I kept saying in February, I thought things might start changing about. Not that I had any real statistical reasons for this. I mean, you could point to a dozen different things in either direction for why the price is doing what it's doing or why the price is going to start moving up or down. So I just had a feeling for February. It seems like we're getting closer to February. I can find some more people that are agreeing with me. But, I mean, of course, time's going to tell with this. We're going to have to shake our magic 8 ball, see what happens. I mean, if we're going by fundamentals, Bitcoin has never been more sound. I mean, we're making massive strides with the Lightning Network. We're making some massive strides with Liquid. I keep hearing more and more about it, being equivalent to the modern-day SWIFT for cryptocurrency. So let's go ahead. Let's pull up that Coin Paprika. Let's see what we got going on with the markets today. We'll go into a little bit of news later on. We'll talk about the channel. And then I guess me and you will be getting off to work today, Samantha.
Yay.
But we got some things coming up down the pipeline, possibly looking to be able to bring you episodes again 4 or 5 days a week. What do you think about that, Sam? That excites you a little bit?
Yeah. You know I like this a lot better.
Oh, why'd you take it off dark mode?
Oh, I don't know, because I didn't think you wanted it on dark mode.
Some people say that the bright blinding light hurts their eyes. So I figure why not? I usually keep it in dark mode most of the time. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? Well, we got that BTC dominance continuously slowly growing, which is always a big plus. Coming in at 52.48%. As you can see, the market cap is up 1.3%, coming in at $120 billion. So that's always great. Let's see, what do we got here? We got the Bitcoin price, $3,617. On the other side of that 3,600 barrier, which is quite nice, up 1.3%, down 3% for the week though. We got XRP coming in at 31.7 cents. That's up a little over 0.5% right now, down 4.4% on the week. We got Ethereum down below that 125 line, coming in at 117. That is up 0.84. So almost a full percent there, but still dangerously close to down 6% on the week. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $128. That's up 1.29% for the day, but still down 1.5% for the week. As you can see, looks like we're up we're up a few percent here in the top 10, but still down overall in the week, except for Litecoin still holding some of its own right there. But we got EOS at $2.46, closer to your $2.50 that you like it at, Samantha. That's up almost 0.75% there and down 2% for the overall week. We got Tether almost at 101. Not quite though, so that's all right. It's like looking at the gas price. You always got that fraction of a cent on the end. All right, we got Litecoin coming in at $33.55. That's up 3.6%, up 2.5% for the week. Yep, I always like some nice small gains with Litecoin. Not that I hold enough of it, but I still do appreciate the gains. 10.2 cents for Stellar Lumas. That's up 2.4%. Down though, 6.7% for the week. Ouch. Ooh. We got Tron making some gains. Look at that, 2.8 cents per Tron. That's up 5.22%, up almost 13% for the week. Nice, as they continue to compete with Ethereum for the DApp market. We got Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision coming in at 74 cents and $74.72. That's up almost a full percent at 0.98, but down almost 3% on the week.
So we have a kitten.
Yeah. I can see that the cat is running over here. I guess we can tell you the story about the cat here in a moment. Let's try to continue along with this, though, Samantha. All right, let's see.
Oh, Steam.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm skipping to the Steam back dollar. All right, let's get down here to the 40. Steam fell a little bit, coming in at 35.1 cents, down 0.43, down 10% on the week. So not quite holding on to those gains, but I mean, we had seen over a 50% gain. So down 10% is not a bad retracement. Let's just see if they can continue to hold what they have going so far. All right, we got the Steam back dollar. Let's see what we get for our metrics. Now that we're starting to see some fluctuations here, 94 cents, telling us that alts are closer to their intended value. I don't know. We don't have proper words for this, I guess, to describe it, because it is all a sense of speculation. Looks like we're up 2% in the last 24 hours, and we're up 0.25% in the overall on the week. All right, let's take a look at the Mara multiple this morning. With the price of $3,615, we have a Mara multiple of 0.64. I mean, the Mara multiple has historically been higher.
Almost 87% of the time.
86.9% of the time.
Right.
I mean, to me, things like this indicate, that we are reaching the bottom of the market, that we are reaching a point of accumulation. It really is a matter of personal thoughts and personal investment. I mean, it's one thing if you're dollar cost averaging into this at, between $5 and $500 on a biweekly basis. Or if you're the type of investor who's putting, $10, $20, $30,000 into this at a shot. There's not much. I mean, personally, I don't feel much of a difference if I bought at, say, $4,000 or I bought at, $3,200.
Yeah.
If I bought the amount of $50 in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, that's
especially if you're looking at it a long-term perspective of anywhere from 2 to 5 years of holding this Bitcoin. Really doesn't make a difference. I mean, you're looking at some massive amount of gains. You're looking at a small percentage of Satoshis that you're not getting based on the fiat value at that exact moment.
Yeah, the probability that your $600 difference or something, and it's not going to come up that, threefold real easy. Yes. I mean, I don't know. I think the Mara multiple is uplifting because, yes, even when you're down and you're bumming, I mean, 87% of the time, really? I mean, that makes you feel like, okay, so it's not really that bad.
Well, I mean, one of the next things that seems to keep coming up in conversation is that we're reaching the longest bear market. Yeah, we're 400 and something days into this. So that could be indicating the end of the bear market, or are we going to be seeing a longer crypto winter than one that we've ever seen before? I mean, I could see it going into the 500 days, giving us the longest crypto winter ever, but I really can't see it going. I mean, we're not going to be talking thousands of days.
Yeah. That'd be like 4 years of winter.
All right. Since we're completely not for profit, I need to pull up a tally fund. I need to tell you guys what we got going on. I got to tell you how we're getting closer and closer to reaching our goal. As you can see here, I've lowered the USD dollar amount on our tally fund here because we received a payment from Google AdSense for all of your super chats and for you guys taking the time to watch those commercials that play here in the video. So we dropped that down $100. And as you can see here, we also received another amazing $50 donation besides the donation of last episode from Paul Rouleau, our biggest contributor.
Yeah, I mean, the super chat, they were all pretty much our Rafterman, like Andy Anderson, the Tune. I mean, anybody who gave us a super chat in the last 2 months.
Okay, as you can see here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get up to the Forbidden Kingdom Music Festival.
Ooh, 4 days. Wow.
It's going to be in Boca Raton, February 16th and 17th. It's a EDM music festival. We're looking to attend the event and pass out Bitcoin flyers during the daylight hours with embedded QR codes that'll help give the tools necessary to get started on Bitcoin.
Yep. And talk to people about
to these
Bitcoin.
millennials,
Yep.
and tell them about the revolution. Tell them how this is the first time in history we've been presented with the opportunity to be able to passive aggressively take our US dollars, trade them in for a cryptocurrency, and depower the government in the process, and giving the power back to the people. I mean, it is really that kind of simple. It's just mind-boggling that all we have to do is start telling each other. And
Yes.
unfortunately, Bitcoin doesn't have a marketing department. There's nobody out there, you know, working Bitcoin 24/7, trying to spread it to the masses, telling everyone how this is a better form of currency because it's verified. You're not trusting a third-party entity. You're not trusting the government. You're not trusting the Federal Reserve. So, as you can see here, we got 4 days left. We're behind on the tally fund. Not a really big concern to me. When the 4 days ends here, I guess we will go ahead. We'll be ordering the flyers with what funds we do have.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we're going to go ahead and try to keep it going up until the event, because I did put a 2-week gap period in there in order for us to be able to receive the flyers and hand them out. But please look to or hit the notification button and all of that. So on February, I guess it would be 18th, 19th, and 20th, we'll be slowly dropping video that has, you know, B-roll footage, and I'm going to try to edit something nice together and some photos and all of that kind of stuff.
You know.
Yep, rave booty. I know you guys keep requesting it. I keep hearing all about it on my Twitter.
It is one of the awesome sights that usually happen there.
So with a couple days left, here's the QR code, people. Thank you very much for everybody that has donated. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, it's like a carbon offset. You guys are actually really helping the cause.
We're definitely going to go out there and talk to a bunch of random strangers.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's stop this screen share. Let's pull out the backyard. And let's pop up the chat. See what we got going on today. Let me grab my cup of coffee, too. Can't be Bitcoin and coffee without a cup of coffee.
I know, right?
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us out here today. I hope you guys are having a great morning. I hope you guys are excited about this little bit of green we got going on and the untold possibilities that there are that exist in cryptocurrency, and how this market is continuing to grow every single day, bringing new possibilities not only to people in third world countries that don't have the financial means that we have here in our first world countries, but also to be able to autonomize employment. I think that that's one of the greater advantages here, like through mining.
That cat really wants you.
As you can see here, apparently we live out in the middle of nowhere.
Like the middle of nowhere.
And 2 days ago, somebody must have came by and threw this little guy in our front yard because he has shown up on our property and we can't seem to get rid of him.
Nope, and he definitely doesn't seem like a stray if you can't tell, and he wants in our house real bad.
We're not cat people, though, because we have birds and 3
And
dogs,
dogs.
and the turkeys don't like cats either.
No, but he's super cute, and we don't really know what we're going to do. I mean, we've now started feeding him, so we're kind of on the screwed side of this. I don't know.
I know, because I don't want to be the bad guy that takes him to the pound.
Yes, or does the same thing as whoever dropped him off and just drive him farther out into the middle of nowhere. And we also don't have a name for it, so if anybody would like to name this cat, feel free.
We're giving it out to the audience.
I mean,
I told you, as soon as you put that food out there, you were saying you were getting an outdoor cat.
No, so screwed.
So who do we got in the chat today? Anybody joining us, or am I doing that thing where I get out here on the internet and I rant about this magical internet money and how I want to fight the revolution and change the world?
We have Davin. He says, good morning. He said, I just spent 4 hours watching Richard Hart. Not sure what I watched. That is what the theme is. Like, he is a little out there now.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of his new stuff. My time has been it's a precious commodity at this point, you know, between working and trying to do cryptocurrency stuff and, you know, the production of this YouTube and a few other things I have going on in my life. You know, time is a precious commodity, so giving it away to fools like him, it's not on the top of my to-do list. I have definitely cut down on the amount of YouTube video intake I have been, you know, processing. I've definitely been sticking more with reading some articles.
He's like the soap opera of crypto, you know?
Crypto's always had a high school aspect to it.
Yeah, the in crowd and the bullies and the... all of the lovely aspects of high school.
That's why we're hearing about yesterday with the crypto or the Ripple army and the death threats. And
Oh
things
my
like
lord,
that.
I know.
But I don't want to go into all of that. I want to move forward. We got some news about scams today. We got some statistics popping out here, talking about Ethereum scams, since Ethereum is the #1 cryptocurrency that scammers like to use, right? And why is this? The smart contract feature, pretty much. We got scams pretty much doubling here in 2018. So, I mean, as we sat here and looked at the price of Ethereum and pretty much all cryptocurrencies retracing anywhere between, 75 and 98%, we're looking at more scams happening than ever, about $36 million.
I mean,
that's quite a bit of scams. I mean, they're talking about the scams are becoming bigger, more sophisticated. That's about 75. All right, let's see what do we got here. We got 2017, 2018. There's about 2,000 Ethereum addresses with about 40,000 users that are associated with Ponzi's, ICOs, phishing, yep. Exit scams. They went on to name quite a few different ones there. So, I mean, what do you think about this statistics about this? I mean, we knew that scams were bad. We knew that a lot of them were coming up on Ethereum. You know, it seems like some of the scams have definitely moved away from Bitcoin into the Ethereum space as we've progressed out of 2016 into 2017.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was bad, but that's kind of, I mean, it is depressing to like, I mean, they're saying that almost half of all of it in like 2.5, 3 years happened in like half a year. That's a lot of, I mean, I don't know. Yes, I can believe it, like, but that's kind of sad that it's definitely, I mean, just the ICOs alone, but then all the other stuff, like, I don't know.
I think that, I mean, there's more complexity in Ethereum, and complexity gives avenue to the possibilities. You know what I mean? The more complex something is, the more possible loopholes, the more red tape, the more flaws you could find in it. You know, that's why the simplicity of Bitcoin creates some of the security features.
Yeah.
You know, because we've had the option of being able to have smart contracts on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin wasn't ready for it because of these reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to give Ethereum a chance. I really would, but yeah.
Yes, when you keep hearing these downward statistics, it makes it harder and harder.
Yes. I mean, it's not, I mean, yes, it's not their fault that literally 80% of all scams came out of them. Like, you know, off of them somehow or another, we were, I mean, that's
so what do we got going on in the chat? Anybody else got any thoughts on this?
We have JK, he says, hi, everyone. Davin says we should name the cat Satoshi.
Well, we have some chickens. Our male rooster is Billy Ray Winkle.
And he's Billy Ray because he is a black frizzle, but he has a neon orange mullet. I mean, it is a mullet. So there is no way around him not being a Billy Ray. But yes, originally when they were first hatched, because they were twinsies, they were the Winklevoss.
All right. So anything else on this, or should we just be moving into the next story?
Devin says, we are happy. He says, you guys are happy. Thank you.
We try to stay positive. I mean, you can't let life get you down. You're not going to get out of it alive. So
JK says, I've been having a Bitcoin scammer contact me at least twice a day for Bitcoin revolutions. I asked them to explain Bitcoin to me. They couldn't answer. So like seriously, Bitcoin revolutions, but you can't explain what Bitcoin is. The first part of your scam, you can't even like throw out the bone of the basics.
I mean, yes, definitely block them. I mean, just the fact of them continuously trying to contact you could, I mean, you never know what they could try to extrapolate out of that. You give out small bits of information. You know, every time you send a message back, IP addresses can be traced, even with with emails, very simple.
All right. Andy Anderson is here. He says,
Andy, my man.
Hey, Bitcoin gang members. And Andy Anderson says, can't make it to Florida. So I sent you some more BTC Thursday. Oh,
you were the other $50 donation. Thank you, buddy.
You, Andy.
We greatly appreciate it. It means a lot.
Somebody's coming to Florida with us.
Oh, I know. That'd be amazing to actually get somebody to go with us on one of these adventures. Right. Yeah, somebody had asked me why I wear the fin hat, because it's an adventure. I mean, we're out there adventuring, trying to tell everybody about, the revolution, a new form of currency, a better form of currency, a verified form of currency, instead of this paper that they can just endlessly print off. I mean, as we're talking about money and endlessly printing, let's talk about the IRS. Taxes, right? Big deal coming up right now in the United States. Everyone's getting ready to have to figure out what they're going to do about their taxes, especially their cryptocurrency, if you sold any.
How much you had. I mean, all of those.
Lots of FUD coming out about the 3 major exchanges reporting cryptocurrency to the IRS, right? Kraken, Coinbase, and Gemini. That's who the major 3 are. I mean, you really should report your cryptocurrency holdings, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the long arm of the government is long, and it's going to reach back, and that Bitcoin pseudo-anonymous, they're going to keep trying to track it. We've seen the Chainalysis, which is mainly funded by government employees, can track Bitcoin addresses and can track Bitcoin funds. So, I mean, I'm not giving financial advice. Of course, if you own under $2,000 worth of Bitcoin or something, I wouldn't be stressing it. But if you actually made some monetary gains and you were able to do some things that you weren't able to do before in your life because of Bitcoin, you might want to think about paying some taxes on this stuff.
Yes, we know it sucks, but I mean,
we got Kraken denying that they're going to turn in anybody for taxes, but they're saying that just like Coinbase, that they're going to be able to make it easy for you to export documentation of your transactions. And I mean, we even got things like TurboTax Plus is going to have a cryptocurrency section.
For Coinbase.
For Coinbase. Well, I mean, you can also use this export from Kraken. I'm under the assumption, I haven't tried it.
Yes, because it is just like a cryptocurrency section that's in the TurboTax Premier or whatever. The one you pay a crap load of money for. That one. But I mean, but also they're like how you can link your W-2s and stuff. Like if you have a Coinbase, they are linked up, and it'll be super easy, which is awesome. Yeah. Any way to make it real easy to just click 2 buttons and pay the government,
I mean, does he know that he's on camera? I don't know why he wants to be on my shoulder. Is this the bird cat, the parrot cat?
That's the problem. We have tried to have cats before in our lives, because I did have a cat growing up, only one. I mean, she lived to be 18 years old. So, but none of them have been very cool. This one doesn't seem to ever want to go away. So I don't know. All
right. Well, the last little bit I had on this is that last year, Coinbase only turned over 13,000 people.
Yeah.
So, and that was pretty much under court order. So, a lot of people are still going with the fact that there isn't enough regulation on cryptocurrency to make you really have to pay or want to pay these capital gains tax. It is always a matter of personal decision when it comes to these things. It is a gray area. And, like I'm saying, if you did make monetary gains, I would consider it. You don't want to be spending any time in jail over cryptocurrency. It doesn't seem like a smart decision.
Yeah. I mean, when you're looking back on it going, crap, if I had just exported, I would have been sitting here for 3 years.
I mean, your days are limited, right? And you can always make more money.
I mean, it's just the same as the people that don't think that they have to do their lottery winnings, and eventually it catches up to them. Because I mean, once you have to go to your state, whatever, and get your check of your lottery winnings cashed, then you're instantly telling the government you had it. So I mean, I don't know. Taxes are a personal thing, but realize that eventually here, everybody's going to know what you do and don't have.
All right, so let's move into the next story, unless you got something over there on the screen, Samantha, in the chat.
The cat's drinking Diet Mountain Dew. That's awesome. Okay, so Davin says the ledger version of TurboTax. Just plug it in.
Yep, just plug it in, hook it up, chain analysis, tell me what I owe you.
And Andy Anderson says cats like birds. Yeah, we know. That's why it's an outdoor cat, because we have bigger outdoor birds. I have little inside birds that are the size of I don't even, small.
Well, I mean, they're called button quail for
Yeah.
a reason.
They're just,
It is very descriptive of a name.
uh,
All right, so is there any more?
Nope.
All right, so let's see. What are we looking at here with the last story? We're looking at Maduro. He was, there's the key word in this statement, the dictator of Venezuela.
the man who made Petro.
Yep, he is the man that made Petro. A lot of people were rooting for it. A lot of people were against it. I mean, it was super controversial. We're seeing that. I mean, all right, so the biggest thing about Maduro is that things went really bad in his country, right? We all know about this, that he had 10 million% inflation to the Venezuelan dollar. Okay. So the next question is, what's going to be next for the Petro, right? As we're looking at a new leader here. What's his name? I have it here somewhere. Guaido.
Oh my lord, I said it earlier and I'm not thinking of what it is now. What?
Guaido?
Guaido? Well,
we're really bad at pronouncing other people's names. That's horrible, Samantha. And we're coming out with that he pretty much doesn't really like the Petro. But this is also on the flip side that we had President Trump coming out and tweeting the other day, recognizing him as the ruler of Venezuela. So pretty much the main reason behind the Petro was a way to be able to
skirt the U.S.
Yeah, circumvent, economic sanctions that would have been put on Venezuela.
Yeah, I mean, and then yes, I mean, of course, the dude that the U.S. wants is not going to be like, no, like, let's keep going with that. Yeah, we don't need it in your dollars. I mean, I don't know. It's good and it's bad. The dude, the Maduro dude, he was shady. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Petro seemed like a great idea. It just seems like the Maduro fellow or dictator had ulterior motives also combined with the ideal of being able to circumvent the U.S. economic sanctions that are imposed on Venezuela with a cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
I mean, the ideal of creating a cryptocurrency based on their oil reserves, I mean, that's a lot better than a few of those altcoins that are out there that we're looking at over 2,000 of them. So, and those hold value and liquidity and...
Yeah, I mean, it sucked because it did seem like,
of course, it's better to use Bitcoin.
Yes.
But that one's going to take time for a lot of people, especially countries. So if they want to create a state-backed cryptocurrency in the meantime, to get people familiar with a cryptocurrency as they slowly progress over into Bitcoin, which is kind of what we've seen. We also read that in the article, that people, instead of actually getting into the Petro, that more of them were buying Bitcoin over the Petro. Yeah.
I mean, the dude, the leader, the president, was pretty much ICO-ing half of the Petro, and no one really.
Well, the Petro was also created with collaboration of the Russian president.
Yeah. Putin or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, there's not just one country here that wants to circumvent the economic sanctions imposed on them by America.
No,
there is a whole, group of countries that would like to be, giving the U.S. the middle finger.
North Korea, yes, if they would like to, be able to actually, I mean, yes, it's not particularly fair that we're allowed to just kind of block a lot of people. And I mean, yes, cryptocurrency will make it so that we can't really block them but they weren't buying Petro. Like, the Venezuelan people were not buying Petro. Like, it was still too up and down and wasn't worth enough that it didn't work.
I don't know. I had still read the back and forth that there was controversy on whether or not the crypto had actually existed.
Right. Like, was it even?
Right. So, that's all I have on it. I mean, I would like to see something like this come to fruition. I mean... I don't know if I would like to see it on Bitcoin, like I'm saying, but I don't think that it's actually going to happen necessarily at first with Bitcoin. I believe that some of these states will create their own state-backed cryptocurrency, as we've heard about from Iran and Turkey and Saudi Arabia now.
Oh, yeah, that's what Davin says is Iran. I mean, yeah, no, there is. I mean, a lot of people trying to get out of the rat race themselves.
This cat is just purring like crazy in my ear.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't know how that cat came here. I don't know what's up, okay? I don't know.
I think your heart's just too big, Samantha.
Of course it is. All right, that's it.
That's about it?
Yep.
All right. Well, let me put the cat down here.
Let him do his spiel, kitty.
I got to close up the show. I do appreciate you guys joining me here for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. As always, I have a lot of different social media that I'm posting to, right, Samantha? I mean, yes. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Minds, I'm on Tribes, I'm on Steemit. You got to come over to these other social media. You got to follow me. You got to give me the upvote, the comment, the like, all that good stuff. It's a great way for me to collect these other cryptocurrencies. Plus, you should get out there too yourself, right? I mean, you're posting to social media already, like Facebook and Twitter. Why not go ahead and also post your thoughts, ideals, and comments on these other social medias and start collecting cryptocurrency? You know, like I've said, this is a time of accumulation in cryptocurrency over the next few months, or we're hoping, fingers crossed, right?
Yes.
So why do you want to always be spending your dollar bills on accumulation? Social media is a great way now to be able to collect cryptocurrency. You never know, you can make something that goes viral. You know, I had a few back last December where I made almost a couple $1,000s off a few of my posts, and I mean, it was exciting. I mean,
the cat's coming back.
The cat is coming back.
I think the cat likes you. Cats don't like him. So that happened.
Okay, so besides all that, I have tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below to help you guys figure out these cryptocurrency markets and what's going on in them. Besides that, I have donational addresses. Those donations go directly back to the channel in order to provide equipment. At this exact moment, I think we need a couple microphones, and we wanted to get some wireless headphones, one for my ear, one for your ear.
Yeah,
because we're always looking for people to join us here on the show. If you've thought about coming on Bitcoin and Coffee and talking about Bitcoin or sharing your story, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, please hit me up on Twitter or on my email. It's eugeneforest20@gmail.com. We'll go ahead, we'll arrange that and make that happen for you. Like I was saying, we're looking at possibly bringing out 4 or 5 more episodes a week, as we maybe in a couple weeks we should possibly be able to start this. Let's see, what else do we got going on? Forbidden Kingdom. Yep. I mean, it's getting closer. Well, we're looking at like 20 days or something until the event. So please, the tally fund is down there. I like to think of it as a carbon offset. Besides that, I mean, please give the video the thumbs up, the share, the like, all that good stuff. It really helps out the channel. You got anything else, Samantha?
No, just everybody go out and have a great day.
Yeah. I mean, and as always, we're going to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the time being. Have a great day, you guys. And remember, keep your Bitcoin safe.
Bye, guys.